Hello, everyone. I'm Natasha, and I'm so happy you're here with me today. In this lesson, we're going to focus on one of the most powerful and practical areas of English you can learn, phrasal verbs. These are the little combinations of words that native speakers use all the time, without even thinking. They might look simple, but they carry so much meaning, and they can completely change how natural and fluent you sound when you speak. If you want to understand conversations more easily, respond with confidence, and make your speech sound alive and expressive, mastering phrasal verbs is absolutely essential. Today, we're going to explore 50 of the most important phrasal verbs you need for everyday English. These are the ones you'll hear at work, at school, in shops, with friends, and in TV shows or movies. The more you understand and use them, the more your English will feel comfortable and natural. I'm going to break them down for you in simple, clear explanations, give you plenty of real-life examples, and guide you through speaking practice so you can try them out yourself. I want you to imagine that today's lesson is like a friendly conversation between you and me. There's no pressure. You can relax, listen, and repeat after me as we go along. The goal is not just to understand these phrasal verbs, but to be able to use them in real conversations without hesitation. And we'll make sure you have enough examples to make them stick in your mind. Throughout our time together, I'll give you little exercises in paragraph form so you can practice speaking. For example, I might tell ye a short story using one of the phrasal verbs, and then I'll invite you to repeat sentences or answer questions using that verb. This way, you're not just learning the meaning, you're also building confidence to use it naturally. So, let's get comfortable, focus on the sound and rhythm of the words, and get ready to make phrasal verbs a natural part of your English. By the end of this lesson, you'll have a whole set of new tools in your vocabulary that you can start using the very next time you speak English. And remember, it's not about rushing, it's about understanding deeply and practicing with intention, so these phrases become part of you. Phrasal verbs often combine a simple verb with a small word like up, out, on, or off, but the meaning is not always obvious from the words themselves. That's why they can be tricky for English learners. For example, the verb turn is simple, and the word on is simple, but turn on together can mean start something, like turn on the lights, and it can also mean to make someone excited or interested, depending on the context. This is why learning them in real-life examples is so important. Let's start with a simple one. Wake up. You might say, I wake up at 6 a.m. every day. Now repeat after me slowly. I wake up at 6 a.m. every day. Try changing it. I woke up late this morning. Now you say it. And once more. Please wake me up when we arrive. Say it with me. This one is easy, but it's one you will use constantly in your life. Another common phrasal verb is get up. This means to rise from your bed or from a sitting position. I get up as soon as my alarm rings. Repeat that with me. I get up as soon as my alarm rings. Change it to past tense. I got up early to study. Say it now. And another, can you get up and close the window? By practicing out loud, you make the words feel more family, are in your mouth. It's not just about knowing the meaning. It's about training your muscles to form the sounds naturally. Let's add look after. This means to take care of someone or something. For example, I look after my little sister when my parents are busy. Repeat. I look after my little sister when my parents are busy. Try a different example. Please look after my plants while I'm away. Say it slowly with me. You can also use it for responsibilities. It's my job to look after the customers. The more you repeat these in different situations, the easier it becomes to recall them instantly in conversation. Now, let's try run into. This means to meet someone unexpectedly. For example, I ran into my old teacher at the supermarket. Repeat. I ran into my old teacher at the supermarket. Another. You might run into problems if you don't prepare. Say it. This phrasal verb can be both literal and figurative. Meeting a person or encountering a problem. Practice both. I ran into an old friend yesterday. We ran into some difficulties with the project. Next, give up. This means to stop doing something or to quit. You could say, I won't give up on my dreams. Repeat that with confidence. I won't give up on my dreams. Change the subject. She gave up smoking last year. Say it with me. It's also common to encourage others with this phrase. Don't give up, you can do it. These short motivational lines are great to memorize exactly as they are. Let's practice bring up. This means to start talking about a topic. For example, he brought up an interesting idea during the meeting. Repeat that. He brought up an interesting idea during the meeting. Try another. Don't bring up politics at the dinner table. Say it slowly. This phrase is useful in both casual and formal conversations. We also have put off. This means to delay or postpone something. I had to put off my doctor's appointment until next week. Repeat. I had to put off my doctor's appointment until next week. Another. Stop putting off your homework and just do it. Try that now. You can feel how phrasal verbs make speech sound more natural because native speakers use them instead of longer, more formal expressions. Here's look forward to. This means to be excited about something that will happen in the future. I'm looking forward to our holiday. Repeat. I'm looking forward to our holiday. Try another. We look forward to meeting you. Say it now. This is a polite and positive phrase you can also use in emails or formal messages. Now let's try turn down. This can mean to reject something or to reduce the volume or intensity. I had to turn down the job offer. Repeat. I had to turn down the job offer. Or, could you turn down the music, please? Practice both. I turned down the invitation. She turned down the heat because it was too hot in the room. By practicing with multiple meanings, you'll understand the flexibility of phrasal verbs. Before we continue with more, let's do a short speaking exercise using several phrasal verbs together. Imagine this situation. Yesterday, I woke up late, but I still got up quickly because I was looking forward to meeting my friend. On the way, I ran into my neighbor, and we brought up the topic of our community event. I had to put off my plans for shopping, but I didn't give up on having a good day. Now, repeat the whole paragraph slowly with me. Then try telling the same little story using your own ideas. You might replace meeting my friend with going to the park or visiting my grandmother. This way, you're building your own natural sentences instead of just memorizing mine. Another useful phrasal verb is find out. This means to discover or learn something new. For example, I found out that my favorite cafe is closing. Repeat. I found out that my favorite cafe is closing. Another example. Can you find out what time the movie starts? Say it with me. This is common when you want to gather information in everyday life. I need to find out where she lives. We'll find out soon if we got the job. Practice each of these slowly, imagining yourself actually saying them in a conversation. Next is carry on. This means to continue doing something. Please carry on with your work while I make a call. Repeat. Please carry on with your work while I make a call. Another. Even after the interruption, she carried on speaking. Say it now. And in casual speech, carry on, you're doing great. This is a friendly encouragement you can use with friends or coworkers. Let's try check out. This can mean to look at something or to examine it. You should check out that new restaurant in town. Repeat. You should check out that new restaurant in town. Or, check out this photo. It's amazing. Practice it. It can also mean to leave a hotel after your stay. We checked out at noon. Repeat that. And another. Don't forget to check out before you leave the library. This flexibility is what makes phrasal verbs so important to learn. Now, come across. This means to find something by chance. I came across an interesting book at the store. Repeat. I came across an interesting book at the store. Another. She came across some old letters in the attic. Say it slowly. It can also mean to seem a certain way. He comes across as very confident. Repeat. This second meaning is useful when describing impressions. We also have cut down on. This means to reduce the amount of something. I'm trying to cut down on sugar. Repeat. I'm trying to cut down on sugar. Another. You should cut down on watching TV if you want more time to study. Say it with me. Think about something in your life you want to reduce, and make your own sentence using cut down on. Now, let's do deal with. This means to handle a problem or situation. I have to deal with a lot of emails at work. Repeat. I have to deal with a lot of emails at work. Another. How do you deal with stress? Say it now. And, we must deal with this issue immediately. The more you use this in professional and personal contexts, the easier it will feel. Here's drop by. This means to visit someone for a short time, usually without planning. I might drop by your office later. Repeat. I might drop by your office later. Another. She dropped by to say hello. Practice it. And. If you're in the area, drop by for a coffee. This is casual and friendly. Perfect for informal invitations. Let's try figure out. This means to understand or solve something. I can't figure out how to use this new phone. Repeat. I can't figure out how to use this new phone. Another. We need to figure out a way to fix this problem. Say it now. And, she figured out the answer to the puzzle. Think of a small challenge you faced recently, and say a sentence starting with, I figured out. Now, get along with. This means to have a good relationship with someone. I get along with all my coworkers. Repeat. I get along with all my coworkers. Another. Do you get along with your neighbors? Say it. And. They don't get along with each other very well. This phrase is especially useful when talking about relationships. Next is give in. This means to stop resisting or to surrender. After hours of arguing, he gave in to her request. Repeat. After hours of arguing, he gave in to her request. Another. I finally gave in and bought the shoes I wanted. Say it now. And don't give in to pressure. Let's pause for a mini speaking exercise. Here's a short story. Yesterday, I dropped by my friend's house and found out she was learning guitar. We carried on talking for hours, and I came across an old photo album in her living room. We figured out that we had been in the same school years ago. I realized that we get along with each other really well, and I decided to cut down on my work hours so we can meet more often. Now repeat this paragraph slowly with me. Then try to change it. Instead of learning guitar, make it painting. Or instead of photo album, make it collection of travel postcards. This helps you take control of the words and make them personal to you. Let's start this part with go over. This means to review or examine something carefully. For example, let's go over the details before we sign the contract. Repeat with me. Let's go over the details before we sign the contract. Another. The teacher went over the homework with the students. Say it now. And one more. I need to go over my notes before the meeting. This phrase is very useful for study situations, work, and even everyday plans. Next is hold on. This means to wait for a short time. Hold on, I'll be ready in a minute. Repeat. Hold on, I'll be ready in a minute. Another. Can you hold on while I check the schedule? Say it now. It can also mean to keep your grip on something. Hold on to the railing so you don't slip. Repeat slowly. We also have keep up with. This means to stay at the same level or to continue to understand something. It's hard to keep up with the news these days. Repeat. It's hard to keep up with the news these days. Another. She walks so fast, I can't keep up with her. Say it. You can also use it for learning. I'm trying to keep up with my English lessons. Let's try look into. This means to investigate or explore something. We will look into the problem and get back to you. Repeat. We will look into the problem and get back to you. Another. I'm looking into buying a new car. Say it now. It's polite and professional, so you can use it in both work and personal situations. Another useful one is make up. This has several meanings. It can mean to invent something. He made up an excuse for being late. Repeat. He made up an excuse for being late. It can also mean to forgive and become friends again. They argued but soon made up. Say it now. And she made up the bed neatly. You'll notice how the meaning changes depending on the context. So it's important to listen for clues in the sentence. Now let's do pass out. This can mean to faint or to lose consciousness. He passed out from the heat. Repeat. He passed out from the heat. It can also mean to give something to each person. The teacher passed out the exam papers. Say it slowly. Here's point out. This means to draw attention to something. She pointed out the mistake in my report. Repeat. She pointed out the mistake in my report. Another. I'd like to point out that this method is more efficient. Say it with me. This is great for both polite conversation and professional contexts. Let's add put up with. This means to tolerate or accept something unpleasant. I can't put up with the noise anymore. Repeat. I can't put up with the noise anymore. Another. She puts up with a lot of stress at work. Say it now. Think of something small but annoying in your life and make your own sentence using put up with. Now, set up. This means to arrange or prepare something. We need to set up the room for the meeting. Repeat. We need to set up the room for the meeting. Another. They set up a new company last year. Say it now. It's common in business, events, and even personal plans. Let's try show up. This means to arrive somewhere, often unexpectedly or without plays. Ning. He didn't show up for the meeting. Repeat. He didn't show up for the meeting. Another. She always shows up early. Say it now. And one more. Thanks for showing up to help us. Here's a short speaking exercise for this group of verbs. Last week, my team set up a meeting to go over our new project. One person didn't show up, so we had to put up with a bit of delay. While we waited, our manager pointed out some key issues we needed to look into. Later, we made up for the lost time and carried on. At the end, the teacher passed out the schedules and told us to keep up with the deadlines. Repeat the paragraph slowly with me. Now try telling your own version using different details. Maybe change meeting to family gathering or class lesson. This helps you take the structure and make it personal. Let's start this part with take after. This means to resemble a family member in looks or behavior. For example, she takes after her mother in her love for music. Repeat with me. She takes after her mother in her love for music. Another. I take after my father when it comes to being organized. Say it now. You can also use it humorously. He takes after his uncle, always telling funny stories. Next is take over. This means to assume control or responsibility. When the manager left, I had to take over the meeting. Repeat. When the manager left, I had to take over the meeting. Another. A new company took over the factory last year. Say it now. This is useful in business and team settings, but also in everyday life. Let's try turn up. This can mean to appear or arrive. She turned up at the party unexpectedly. Repeat. She turned up at the party unexpectedly. Another. Don't worry. The missing file will turn up. Say it now. It can also mean to increase volume or intensity. Can you turn up the radio? Repeat. Here's work out. This has two common meanings. One is to exercise. I work out at the gym 3 times a week. Repeat. I work out at the gym 3 times a week. The other is to solve a problem or understand something. We need to work out a solution to this issue. Say it now. It took me a while to work out the answer to the puzzle. This is a very flexible and common phrasal verb. Another useful one is break down. This can mean a machine stops working. My car broke down on the way to work. Repeat. My car broke down on the way to work. It can also mean to become very upset emotionally. She broke down in tears after hearing the news. Say it now. And in another context, it can mean to explain something in detail. Let me break down the process for you. Let's do bring about. This means to cause something to happen. The new policy brought about significant changes in the company. Repeat. The new policy brought about significant changes in the company. Another. Her speech brought about a positive reaction from the audience. Say it now. Here's call off. This means to cancel something. We had to call off the picnic because of the rain. Repeat. We had to call off the picnic because of the rain. Another. They called off the meeting at the last minute. Say it now. Now. Come up with. This means to think of an idea or plan. She came up with a brilliant solution. Repeat. She came up with a brilliant solution. Another. Can you come up with 3 examples for your homework? Say it now. Let's try cut out. This can mean to stop doing something, often for health reasons. I've decided to cut out sugary drinks. Repeat. I've decided to cut out sugary drinks. Another. Cut out the negative thinking and focus on progress. Say it now. Here's fall apart. This means to break into pieces or to stop functioning well. The old book fell apart in my hands. Repeat. The old book fell apart in my hands. Another. After the argument, their friendship began to fall apart. Say it now. Let's do a mini speaking exercise with these. Yesterday, my laptop broke down while I was working on a project. I had to come up with a backup plan quickly. My colleague took over some of my tasks, and together we worked out a new schedule. Later, I decided to cut out unnecessary steps to save time. In the end, our teamwork brought about a better result than we expected. Repeat this paragraph slowly with me. Then, try telling your own version. Maybe changing laptop to car or phone, and adjust the details so it fits your life. Let's start with fill out. This means to complete a form or document by writing information. For example, please fill out this application form before the interview. Repeat with me. Please fill out this application form before the interview. Another. I had to fill out a lot of paperwork to get my visa. Say it now. You can also use it figuratively. She's really filling out as a writer, meaning she's developing or improving. Next is give away. This means to give something to someone for free. They're giving away free samples at the store. Repeat. They're giving away free samples at the store. Another. I'm going to give away my old clothes to charity. Say it now. It can also mean to reveal a secret. Don't give away the ending of the movie. Let's try hang out. This means to spend time relaxing with someone. We like to hang out at the park on weekends. Repeat. We like to hang out at the park on weekends. Another. I'm hanging out with my cousins this afternoon. Say it slowly. It's one of the most common casual expressions in spoken English. Here's let down. This means to disappoint someone. I felt let down when he didn't keep his promise. Repeat. I felt let down when he didn't keep his promise. Another. Don't let your team down. Be on time. Say it now. Now, pick up. This can mean to lift something from a seeing, face. Please pick up your jacket from the floor. Repeat. Please pick up your jacket from the floor. It can also mean to learn something. She picked up some Spanish while traveling in Mexico. Say it now. And it can mean to collect someone. I'll pick you up from the airport at 5. Practice all 3 meanings so they stick in your mind. Let's add put away. This means to place something in its proper location. Please put away the dishes after you wash them. Repeat. Please put away the dishes after you wash them. Another. He put away all the toys before bedtime. Say it now. Here's run out of. This means to have no more of something. We've run out of milk. Repeat. We've run out of milk. Another. I'm running out of time to finish my project. Say it slowly. This one is used constantly in daily life. Let's do take off. This can mean for an airplane to leave the ground. The plane took off on time. Repeat. The plane took off on time. It can also mean to remove something. Please take off your shoes before entering. Say it now. And it can mean to become successful quickly. Her business really took off last year. Now, try on. This means to put on clothing to see if it fits. You should try on this dress before buying it. Repeat. You should try on this dress before buying it. Another. I tried on 3 pairs of shoes before I found the right one. Say it now. Let's practice. Watch out. This means to be careful. Watch out for the wet floor. Repeat. Watch out for the wet floor. Another. Watch out. There's a car coming. Say it now. This is a quick, essential phrase for safety and warnings. Here's a short speaking exercise with these. Yesterday, I hung out with some friends at the mall. We tried on clothes, and I picked up a jacket I really liked. Unfortunately, I ran out of money, so I decided to put it away for now. Later, we had to watch out for traffic while crossing the road. Before going home, I picked up my brother from school, and we hung out at a cafe for an hour. Repeat this paragraph slowly with me. Then try making your own version. Maybe change mall to beach or cafe to library, and adjust the activities. Let's begin with break into. This can mean to enter a place illegally, but it can also mean to start doing something suddenly. Thieves broke into the store last night. Repeat with me. Thieves broke into the store last night. Another. She broke into song during the performance. Say it now. And he broke into the tech industry after years of training. Next is call back. This means to return someone's phone call. I'll call you back after the meeting. Repeat. I'll call you back after the meeting. Another. Did you call her back about the invitation? Say it now. This is very common in daily communication. Let's do check-in. This means to register or report your arrival. We checked in at the hotel at 3 p.m. Repeat. We checked in at the hotel at 3 p.m. Another. Please check in at the front desk before the event. Say it now. In casual conversation, you can also say, I just wanted to check in, to mean, I wanted to see how things are going. Now, check out of. This is the opposite of check in when staying somewhere. We checked out of the hotel early in the morning. Repeat. We checked out of the hotel early in the morning. Another. Don't forget to check out of the office before you leave. Say it now. Here's come back. This means to return. I'll come back later to finish the work. Repeat. I'll come back later to finish the work. Another. He came back from vacation looking very relaxed. Say it now. Let's try cut off. This can mean to interrupt someone or stop the supply of something. The phone call was cut off because of bad reception. Repeat. The phone call was cut off because of bad reception. Another. They cut off the water supply for repairs. Say it now. And. Please, Dee, don't cut me off while I'm speaking. Next is drop off. This means to take something or someone to a place. I'll drop you off at the station on my way to work. Repeat. I'll drop you off at the station on my way to work. Another. She dropped off the package at the post office. Say it now. It can also mean to fall asleep. He dropped off during the movie. Here's end up. This means to finally be in a particular place or situation. We took a wrong turn and ended up in a small village. Repeat. We took a wrong turn and ended up in a small village. Another. If you keep spending like this, you'll end up broke. Say it now. Now. Get back. This means to return to a place. I'll get back home around 7 p.m. Repeat. I'll get back home around 7 p.m. Another. When did you get back from your trip? Say it now. It can also mean to respond later. I'll get back to you with the details. Let's add, go ahead. This means to proceed with something. You can go ahead and start without me. Repeat. You can go ahead and start without me. Another. After the meeting, the team went ahead with the plan. Say it now. Here's a quick speaking practice with these. Last weekend, I checked into a small hotel near the beach. After relaxing for a bit, I went ahead and explored the town. I dropped off my postcards at the post office, then came back to rest. The next day, I ended up meeting a group of travelers, and we hung out until evening. When I checked out, I promised to call back one of them to plan another trip. Repeat this paragraph with me, then make your own. You can change beach to mountains or hotel to friend's house, and add your own details. Let's begin with hold back. This means to stop yourself from doing something or to restrain something. She tried to hold back her laughter during the meeting. Repeat with me. She tried to hold back her laughter during the meeting. Another. Don't hold back your ideas. Share them with the group. Say it now. It can also mean to prevent progress. Lack of funding held back the project. Next is look out for. This means to watch for something or someone in order to notice or protect them. Look out for cars when you cross the street. Repeat. Look out for cars when you cross the street. Another. We should look out for each other during tough times. Say it now. Let's try make out. This can mean to see, hear, or understand something with difficulty. I couldn't make out what he was saying in the noisy room. Repeat. I couldn't make out what he was saying in the noisy room. Another. Can you make out the writing on this old paper? Say it now. In another context, it can also mean to kiss passionately, but that's usually used in informal conversations. Here's pull over. This means to stop a vehicle at the side of the road. The police officer asked me to pull over. Repeat. The police officer asked me to pull over. Another. We pulled over to take some photos of the scenery. Say it now. Now. Put out. This can mean to extinguish a fire or light. Please put out the candles before you leave. Repeat. Please put out the candles before you leave. Another. Firefighters quickly put out the fire. Say it now. It can also mean to inconvenience someone. I hope I'm not putting you out by asking for help. Let's add set off. This means to start a journey or to cause something to happen. We set off early in the morning to avoid traffic. Repeat. We set off early in the morning to avoid traffic. Another. The loud noise set off the alarm. Say it now. Here's stand out. This means to be noticeable or different from the rest. Her bright red dress made her stand out in the crowd. Repeat. Her bright red dress made her stand out in the crowd. Another. His unique ideas really stand out in meetings. Say it now. Let's do take care of. This means to look after someone or something. I'll take care of the kids while you're out. Repeat. I'll take care of the kids while you're out. Another. Can you take care of this report before the deadline? Say it now. Now. Turn back. This means to return in the direction you came from. It started raining, so we decided to turn back. Repeat. It started raining, so we decided to turn back. Another. The hikers had to turn back because of bad weather. Say it now. Let's do a mini speaking exercise with these. Yesterday, we set off for a picnic, but halfway there, we had to pull over because my friend noticed smoke from the engine. We decided to turn back, just to be safe. Even though I tried to hold back my disappointment, I reminded myself to look out for the positive side. We ended up hanging out at my house instead, which actually turned out to be a lot of fun. Repeat this paragraph slowly with me. Now create your own version. Change picnic to shopping trip or hike, and adjust the details to fit your life. Let's start with work on. This means to spend time improving something or completing a task. I'm working on my English pronunciation every day. Repeat with me. I'm working on my English pronunciation every day. Another. She's working on a big project at the office. Say it now. You can also use it for personal growth. I'm working on being more confident in meetings. Next is break out. This means to suddenly begin, often used for something negative like a fire, fight, or disease, but it can also mean to escape. A fire broke out in the kitchen last night. Repeat. A fire broke out in the kitchen last night. Another. Several prisoners broke out of jail. Say it now. And in a positive sense, she broke out in laughter after hearing the joke. Let's do bring back. This means to return something or to make you remember something. Can you bring back the book you borrowed? Repeat. Can you bring back the book you borrowed? A nodded. This song brings back memories of my childhood. Say it now. Now. Come along. This means to accompany someone or to make progress. Would you like to come along to the concert with us? Repeat. Would you like to come along to the concert with us? Another. My studies are really coming along this year. Say it now. Here's fall behind. This means to be slower than others or not meet a schedule. I fell behind on my homework last week. Repeat. I fell behind on my homework last week. Another. We can't fall behind schedule on this project. Say it now. Let's add get over. This means to recover from something, like illness or disappointment. It took me a week to get over the flu. Repeat. It took me a week to get over the flu. Another. She's still getting over the loss of her pet. Say it now. It can also mean to overcome a fear. I finally got over my fear of swimming. Next is go through. This means to experience or examine something. We're going through a difficult time right now. Repeat. We're going through a difficult time right now. Another. Let's go through the report together. Say it now. Here's look back. This means to think about something in the past. When I look back on my school days, I feel nostalgic. Repeat. When I look back on my school days, I feel nostalgic. Another. Don't look back. Keep moving forward. Say it now. Now. Run over. This can mean to hit something with a vehicle or to go beyond a limit. Be careful not to run over that branch in the road. Repeat. Be careful not to run over that branch in the road. Another. The meeting ran over by 20 minutes. Say it now. Let's do a short speaking exercise. Last month, I fell behind on my fitness goals, but now I'm working on getting back on track. I asked a friend to come along to the gym with me. We went through a new workout plan together, and it really brought back my motivation. I'm getting over my old habits. And aching steady progress. Repeat that paragraph slowly with me. Then try making your own version. Maybe replace gym with language study or art class and adjust the details. Let's begin with set aside. This means to save something for a special purpose or to decide not to consider something for now. I set aside some money every month for travel. Repeat with me. I set aside some money every month for travel. Another. Let's set aside our differences and work together. Say it now. Next is show off. This means to display something proudly, sometimes too proudly. He likes to show off his new car. Repeat. He likes to show off his new car. Another. She was showing off her dance moves at the party. Say it now. You can use it in a positive or slightly negative way, depending on the tone. Let's try stick to. This means to continue doing something or to follow a rule or plan. I'm going to stick to my study schedule this time. Repeat. I'm going to stick to my study schedule this time. Another. Stick to the recipe if you want it to turn out right. Say it now. Here's talk over. This means to discuss something. Let's talk over the details before making a decision. Repeat. Let's talk over the details before making a decision. Another. We talked over the problem and found a solution. Say it now. Now. Think over. This means to consider something carefully. I need some time to think over your proposal. Repeat. I need some time to think over your proposal. Another. Think it over before you decide to quit your job. Say it now. Let's add turn in. This can mean to submit something or to go to bed. Please turn in your assignments by Friday. Repeat. Please turn in your assignments by Friday. Another. I usually turn in early during the week. Say it now. Next is wake up to. This means to become aware of something. People are waking up to the importance of healthy eating. Repeat. People are waking up to the importance of healthy eating. Another. I finally woke up to the fact that I needed to change my habits. Say it now. Here's work up. This means to develop or build something, often feelings or energy. She worked up the courage to speak in front of the class. Repeat. She worked up the courage to speak in front of the class. Another. I need to work up an appetite before dinner. Say it now. Let's do write down. This means to record information on paper or digitally. Write down this phone number so you don't forget it. Repeat. Write down this phone number so you don't forget it. Another. I like to write down my goals every morning. Say it now and now. A short speaking exercise. This week, I decided to stick to my budget. So I set aside money for groceries and rent. I wrote down everything I spent and talked over my plan with a friend. She told me to think over some ways to save even more. I worked up the courage to cancel some unnecessary subscriptions, and now I'm waking up to how much money I can save. Repeat this paragraph slowly with me. Then try making your own version. Maybe change the topic from money to fitness or language learning, and adjust the details to fit your life. Let's start with break into. This can mean to suddenly start doing something or to successfully enter a profession. She broke into tears when she heard the news. Repeat with me. She broke into tears when she heard the news. Another. He broke into the film industry at a young age. Say it now. Next is carry out. This means to complete a task or follow instructions. The workers carried out the repairs quickly. Repeat. The workers carried out the repairs quickly. Another. She carried out the teacher's instructions perfectly. Say it now. Let's try come up. This can mean for a topic or situation, to appear or be mentioned. Your name came up in conversation yesterday. Repeat. Your name came up in conversation yesterday. Another. Something urgent came up, so I couldn't attend the meeting. Say it now. Here's cut back on. This means to reduce something. I'm trying to cut back on coffee. Repeat. I'm trying to cut back on coffee. Another. They cut back on their expenses to save for a trip. Say it now. Now. Drop out. This means to leave something before finishing it. He dropped out of college after 2 years. Repeat. He dropped out of college after 2 years. Another.